Oh, happy Tuesday. Man, I got to tell you, I went out this Sunday on the boat to a place I've never been called Weedon Island. It's a sandbar over in St. Pete off Snell Isles. And I've never really been there, but cruising around, seeing all these houses reminded me of Apollo Beach, these old waterfront houses. And then next to that is this McMansion. And they're all these contemporary modern houses, and they're huge. They're 6,000 square feet. I'm going to do some research today to see what they're selling for. I suspect they're $4 to $5 million a piece. Just buying the houses, knocking them down, specking houses. It's crazy, 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 crazy. So let's jump into the agenda. Today's quote is, everyone has inside of him a piece of good news. The good news is that you don't know how great you can become. Isn't that good? Can we become great in this business? We just have to do a couple of things a little bit differently, right? We're going to talk about that in a minute. Let's hear from Ms. Megan, because I know she's getting busy. This is the end of the month.
Good morning. Yeah, and coming back from the holiday weekend, getting all the new orders opened and get all the searches going. I just want to remind everybody about our class. We have the mobile home class for June. It is the second Thursday of June, and we will have the manager of our mobile home department on the call with us to go over mobile homes, what we need, what we look for, to be able to get your mobile home closed.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, sounds good. And now, as always, if you guys need anything, please feel free to reach out to me. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a wonderful week and a great end of the month.
I'm going to jump ahead in the agenda, but a friend of mine lives in Spain, and he sent me an article from the BBC network. And it was talking about the United States is becoming unaffordable. And his note to me was, is it true? And I said, yeah, we have to go way outside to get affordable houses now. So mobile homes are not a bad option to know something about. That's why we're doing this class. Perfect.
Sounds good. You guys have a great week.
Thanks, Megan. You too. Busy closing week, end of month. You know how it is.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you.
Okay. Go to the Excel file. Okay, this was fun for me yesterday because usually we have the manager meeting on Monday. I know, I'm a dork. This is what I'm doing
It's
this afternoon.
Excel. It's so much fun.
I'm doing it this afternoon too by branch. It's gonna be more fun. So I wanted to see, because usually the managers, we plan what we're going to talk about. We'd have a manager meeting yesterday. I said, what am I going to do? And I said, I just want to know where we are. So this is it. So green on this message is good and red is bad. And bad is subjective. Listings taken, same period. This is January through April, right? Last year and this year. Last year we took 405 listings. This year we took 504. That's shocking to me. But there are more houses on the market now. Our inventory is up from 384 to 454. Why did I color that green? It's good to have listings because listings drive calls, right? So our listings taken are up 25%. Congratulations. That's a big number. And our inventory is up 18% from last year. Right. Opens are contracts pending. So GCI, this time last year, we did 8.9 million. This year, we had over 10 million. So that is a 12.5% increase in commissions. Wow. Pretty good, right? Listings taken sides, 339 last year, 396. That means our listings sold last period of time, trimester, you want to call it. 339 listings sold versus 396. So more of our listings are selling because we have more inventory, right? Listing taken agents. We had 146 agents have a listing sell. This year we had 163 agents have a listing sell. So that's up 11.64%, right? There's funny words they use, but listings taken agents, it's how many agents took a listing, or since it's in the opens category, it's how many sold. Buyer controlled sales, 410 to 472, 15% more of our agents had buyers. And buyer controlled sides agents, we had 160 agents, 68 agents last year, had 184 agents participating this year. So that's a good sign. Sales volume, 355 to 390, up 10%. And total size volume up 16% from 750 to 868. Those are big numbers. Pending contracts, our commissions are down on our pendings. I'm not sure what the reason is. I'll do more research. Listings taken sides up from 135 to 151. Yes.
Yep.
Good point. Nancy just said it. There's probably lower commissions and 1.5% commissions and stuff like that. A flat rate. Yeah, those are happening too. Yeah, because our sides are up, but our GCI is down. Buyer controlled sides agents. We had 123 agents have a buyer sale in the same period of time last year versus 112 this year. So we have actually fewer agents working with buyers this year than we did last year. But
Greg,
our total,
I've got a opinion on the pendings being down. I mean, you're not
Okay.
to that section yet, but like the canceleds and expireds, it's taking longer for listings to sell. So we've taken more listings, put more work in. They just haven't sold because they're not selling in 7 to 21 days. They're selling in 60 to 120 days. So
Mhm.
real estate is retroactive. So everything is taking 3 months longer. We should see an increase coming into the next quarter. That's what I would anticipate based on what that number says. And when you get to the cancels, you see that the cancels have increased as well. So things are taking longer and some things aren't selling. So the pendings are going to be a little bit lower, but they should increase.
yeah, they're going to lag up till the end of the year. Good point. Thank you. Okay, back to cancels now. 1.68 million in commissions canceled last year, 2.4 million in commissions canceled this year. That's not a good thing. That's why it's red. Listings are canceling more, 76 to 101. 60 agents had a listing cancel last year, 71 this year. So that means we got to do some talking to our sellers, right? I'd had Angelique pull a list for me of all the listings that have been on the market for over 90 days. And you guys will get an email from Jimmy and I about how to maybe promote those a little bit. And we're also available to walk you through and coach you through, sit with MLS on you and do comps. So you have the words to talk to the sellers. You get the point here. So the cancels are tough. Closings are good though. Gross closed commission, 6 million to 6.7 million. That's a good number. It's up 11.75%. Total revenue up 11.98%. Listings taken from 253 to 266 on our closings. Closed agents, 125, 141 agents participated. Buyer controlled sides, 266 to 326. 22% more agents had buyers that closed. Sales volume from 247 to 261. And total sides from 519 to 592. So 14% more closed units. So to my question from last night, are we doing better or worse than last year? Far better overall. The red stuff is really out of our control. That's market conditions. Cancellations and expirations are just, somebody's right there. Questions on that? Optimistic? Yes. Cool. Back to the agenda. Okay, next slide. My dad sent out a kind of a joke email. Morning. I need this next slide. It's okay. My dad sent out an email yesterday and said to all the managers, hey, send this email to your agents and tell them we'll pay the $495. And I'm like, what the hell are you saying? $495 times 500 agents is a lot of money, right? But this is the joke. And it's not really a joke. What dad meant to say is, look at what we actually do versus what agents who don't work at a company like ours, a full service versus a self-service company, they have to pay for coaching to get things.
Well, let's add a little bit of context to that because this was from Mike Ferry.
Mm-hmm.
He sent out this to a lot of the people that he coaches saying, hey, for $500
And
per
only a
month,
6-month commitment.
with a 6-month commitment, we're going to teach you how to do real estate in this market and go from there.
Yeah. So for $3,000, you get 2 training videos a month. Mm-hmm. You get 6 months only, no continuation. You get a workbook, an online portal with downloadable resources. Put check every time I say check. Dedicated customer service team. Check. Email support and reminders. Check. Training on creating a productive database. Check. Lead generation. Practicing scripts and developing skills. Available. Pre-qualifying the seller. Check. Listing presentation. Check. Effective lead follow-up. Check. Working with buyers. Goal setting. Developing customers for life. Check. handling objections, tracking numbers. Okay, I like a check for $495 every month from each of you for the next 6 months. Or would you rather not pay it? Okay, I just thought it was fun to talk about that. Is this all of Florida or just, that's just our brokerage? Okay, perfect. All right, so every professional is a coach. Why wouldn't you want one? And you guys are getting coached if you show up, right? Cool, next slide. Okay, that's from my inbox, the Blue Stars. I don't think I talked about this last week, but the merger did go through, Pro and GTAR are R1L1. That's be good for us. Let's just go down the list. I like this.
This was not the right one. Sorry. This was, I guess I grabbed the wrong one.
It's
This
okay.
is the one we needed. So this is, we've been doing this every week, just kind of spotlighting the Zillow showcase, just so you can see kind of what's happening. This one is actually one of Leveda's properties up in North Florida. She put this thing on the market 16 days ago and already has 1,438 views and 84 saves. Now that may not sound like it's a lot, but compared to one that's literally right around the corner that's been on for 40 days, that only had 139 views and 8 saves. So again, this is just another tool. We're sending
all it
out a
is.
lot of stuff about it that you can hopefully have your listing show up better. We're not promising that you're going to get leads, but I will tell you one quick story I wanted to do on this.
Yeah,
I've gotten about 5 leads on the 3 that I've done. And I actually have a backup offer from one, and he's still looking at other properties too. So hands down, it's going to pay for me. It's going to pay for the showcase for the rest of the year once I put him in another property.
and we're not promising that, but I really want it as a tool for you to charge more on a listing or use it as an extension tool to get a lower price and a longer listing period. Okay. There it is. Kathleen put this up. I sent out an email last week about Florida 21. The link was wrong. We corrected it. But July 8th, it goes up on May 31st. So it's $199 for a ticket now. If you want to go, I'd buy your ticket now because it goes up to $250, I think, on June 1st. So I just want to talk about that.
Side note, since we're talking about that, don't forget.
Remember,
Geez, I didn't realize I had 700 different things open. Don't forget about the raffle that's going on with Florida 21. Okay. I'll give an update. I'm going to have Sam do an update, but every CMA that you put in, every contract that you put in, every listing that you get in, every buyer broker agreement you get signed, you're going to be put into a drawing where we might end up giving you money back for your registration or for your hotel or
but
for a
you
good
must
night
be
out.
present to win. You gotta
Yes, you have to
the
go.
event. Cool. All right, go to, that's the email we just read, the attachment. This week in learning, what's coming up? Today's Wisdom Wednesday sales. I'm not sure if Chris is doing it or Jessica's doing it.
Yeah, I believe Chris is doing tomorrow.
Okay.
Just did last week.
Then we have FBI doing inspections with us on Tactical Thursday. And we've got Contract Mastery, which I've got good case studies for. And I was really upset because I had a great show for you this Monday on Real World Real Estate, but we didn't have training. So those same girls are going to be on with us next week and you're going to get a kick out of it. 2 dichotomies. 1, the market sucks for this poor person. 1, the market is excellent for this person. And just funny to see how real world real estate kicks in. The recaps. It was not the greatest training on Thursday. It was boring. It was a boring topic, but it was good content. If you want to know what's happening with the insurance crisis in Florida, it was good cause to watch to get the information. You thought it was great? Oh, I think Lindsay's awesome. She does a really good job. It just, we like to make it more interactive and energetic. We just didn't have that, but the content was there. She talked a lot about flood insurance. We did a live quote on a flood insurance house. Guys, we're in trouble on flood insurance. We really are. And we got to start telling our people how it's really going to work. So watch that class. That's on the slideshow. There's the BBC article. Price out of home ownership. It makes me want to throw up. This is what the world is seeing about United States real estate, right? So our social media, we're telling the story. We have to create the narrative, right? Mike Puma's email this morning, his a daily quote. That was pretty good. The Chihuahua was cute, but it's true, right? There's so many advantages to this. And this article goes on to talk about rising rents. Rents are as expensive as buying a house and you get so much more benefit from owning a home. So if we're not communicating that message, we're missing the boat. Okay, I just want to say, just comment on that. Yeah. You sold a D.R. Horton for 330,000 in Winter Haven. Holy shit. Same house here is 450. Wow. Same exact floor plan, same builder, same lot size. Wow. Okay, Jimmy, show me your tip of the week.
Polls. Just please be taking a look at your Friday emails. I'm sending out a tip of the week every single week. So if you have not, these are short, small, 2 to 5 minute videos that
good.
might throw, it might make you think a little bit differently, or if you need that refresher. And like, I forgot to do this. It's been a while. This is time probably to make sure that you have your surveys on your website on that one. But it's been coming, like, I'm going to continue to send them out every single Friday.
Well, two things there. One, this is adding Instagram and Facebook, and now they added LinkedIn and something else. So that are all your real satisfied service in those places, which you have to go do it. And then the second thing you did that was really good was the carousel pictures. Yeah.
Oh, yes. So just if you are doing that, so we've done a lot of Zillow showcase listings.
We have time if you want to play. That's only a couple of minutes.
Okay.
Because stock out of the box, you're going to get 3 listings.
Yeah, I'm on the music. How long is it?
What's up, everybody?
5
It's
minutes
Skip with
long. We don't
another
necessarily-
Just a Tip of the Week. And today I'm going to show you the neck
Go quick.
showcase.
I'm going to
So-
fast forward a little bit.
What you're going to want to do, and I'm going to use this one as an example. You're going to log into your app.showingtimeplus.com. And then you're going to want to come over and click on the property that you need to select the media. Now you can see on this one here, it says select media option. That means this property needs to be set up with either using the photographer from Zillow and listing media services where you can pay here, schedule your photography that way. Or like a lot of you, you have a photographer that's already taken the pictures for you that is certified to do this. What you're going to want to do is click on the property and just come down here to the bottom right where it's
What I'm going to do is I'm going to say, when you get a showcase listing, go watch this video, make sure that you are set up correctly. And for those of you that don't do anything after you make sure it's set up, you need to go back in and you need to make sure there's a few things that are set up, like with your Zillow carousel. And this video actually will walk you through how to change those photos and make sure that you show up right. I'll give you an example. Sometimes Zillow Showcase likes to pull in some random photos from
The
it
pantry.
uses AI. And this property had a water view. It was on a canal. It had a beautiful pool, and it showed literally the pantry was the first photo that it chose for some reason. So just like all of your other listings, when you get a new listing, you check MLS to make sure that's everything's correct. When this goes live on Zillow, just make sure on the Zillow showcase that you are set up and you're ready to go. Yes.
Anything? I'll repeat. Kenley sent Carlaway Hills. She's actually got 2 leads on this one, which is good to hear. One came and saw the house. They didn't put it on.
go.
You're now working with them. Perfect. And you got another showing from Showcase that called on the weekend. You're showing them today. So, hey, it's pretty good. Now, your commission's going to be $4,000 to $10,000. So it might be a good investment to spend $400. It's a good investment.
All right. What else?
May I also add something really quickly? If they are going outside of the area, these are your leads. You can use them as an outgoing referral. Get with me and I'll take care of it.
Good point. Yeah, if they can't afford to buy in this area and you want to send them to Lakeland or something, you don't want to go there, we can refer them to a Lakeland agent.
1,000%. They're yours.
Or Pamela, because she's in Lakeland and she lives there.
No, I always try to respect our agents first. So I try to use you guys.
That's old. That's last week. I covered that one. We're done with the stars.
All right, we're
Back
done with the
to
stars.
Agenda.
Okay. Boom, boom,
What
boom,
was it?
boom.
UBC, real life real estate. Oh, please, guys. I'm preaching to the choir. MLS dues have to be paid and your education has to be updated. I probably got 50 notifications yesterday. You're late. Yeah, you're gonna be terminated, and you're gonna be penalties to get back in. I probably got 50 notifications yesterday, which I really appreciate that on Labor Day, on Memorial Day. That's that one. We're almost done. This is just a talk on Florida 21. I've covered this enough. If you guys are gonna go, I recommend you go. And we'll send it a link that Kathleen sent out this morning. That was
Yep.
good. Birthdays this week, Jeff Sierra, BE3 from the Roman Group, Kelly Klein from Madeira Beach, Laura Tom from Sarasota, Jose Gonzalez from Apollo Beach, and Vanessa Bay, Dr. Bay from Brandon. And then Carlos Benson from BE3 Miami. Happy birth week to you all. Summer babies, beginning of summer babies. And I always like to close with your target. $140,000 minimum, which is really about 14 transactions. And you can see the market is up, so we have opportunities for us to grow if we just engage and take advantage. And that being said, we're going to end it a couple minutes early. Unless somebody on the management team has something they'd like to add.
The Zillow showcase is great. My listing went up on Friday. By mid Saturday morning, I had over, 12 showings, 2 contract offers, and we went under contract Sunday morning. So it works.
God, this market sucks. That means you must have priced it right. What does your seller think about that kind of activity?
Oh my God, she was so happy. There was a lot of work put into getting this property ready, and she's packing and moving to Georgia this weekend. And when she got hit with the list of stuff we need to do, I said, first you'll hate me, then you'll love me. We want to get you top dollar. And then once all the appointments, sorry, it's been a long weekend. Once all the appointments started going bing, bing, bing like popcorn, she goes, oh my God, you were so right. I love you.
First, you're going to hate me, then you're going to love me. It's a good line. I like it a lot. Thank you for sharing. Anybody else?
We were talking about expireds and canceleds earlier. And if anybody wants an opportunity, you really should look into getting after expireds and canceleds. You can see that we've had a significant increase in the amount of expireds and canceled listings. We do have a tool like Zillow Showcase that no matter what you think of it, the consumer is going to think that that's an awesome thing, especially when they were not getting showings, we're not getting feedback, we're not getting anything probably from their other agent that was servicing them and may not have seen a lot of people coming through. Now you can show them that, look at the difference in the amount of views we'll have online and the possibility of more showings when we get real with the price. And you could talk about that with them. But I think it's an opportunity. You've got a really good tool in your bag, in your back pocket, to be able to go after some expireds and canceleds right now, because that's going to become a big factor for us.
They're called unique selling propositions. Right? You have a unique selling propositions. Very few people in the marketplace, number one, know about it or have access to it or can afford it. So very cool.
Yeah, and I talked to someone who is a friend of mine, has it listed, and she's trying to move out of this area, and it's her son's property. So I was going to take it over, and I was talking with him about that, adding that on as a proposition, because it has been on the market for over 250 days right now. And he said, this just gives us a possibility to get some more viewings and showings if you're realistic about the price, and we can discuss that a little bit further. And, you know, luckily he ended up selling it before I took that over, but it was something that he was really interested in. He said, well, tell me more about that. How is it going to this? How does it compare to that? And that's really what I see. I'm not getting the calls. I'm not getting this. I'm not getting that. So I think it's just it's a good opportunity. So no matter what you think of it, it's something that the consumer really will want to hear.
And it's new and exciting. Would you go back to the chat real quick? Mike said, what do you do with a listing seller who's expecting you to sell his place in 1 week? Sell your house in a week. We have
Put it at the price that it'll sell in 1 week. And when you do the pricing and positioning properly, and you show them the slow and the fast of what it's going to take to sell your home, in a home priced at market price sells in market time, below market price and below market time, above market price and above market time. Here's what it's going to take to sell your house in 1 week. And when you put all of that together properly, they understand that. They may not like it, but they understand it. And when you've built good rapport, they like you, know you, and trust you, what you're saying. And then Kelly also put into the chat, go to Open Door, they'll sell it in a week. And that's going to be the price it's going to take.
Here's your 1 week price. The seller's net sheet done properly, the closing cost estimator, slow and fast, right? You just have to tell them the truth. That's the key. Kathleen told them the truth. That house, she probably wanted more money. Like Kathleen took her through the process, got her to the market price, and it goes because it works. Cool.
All right, awesome.
That's all we got today. So happy Tuesday. Thanks for tuning in. We had 93 people, so we're getting back from vacation now, and we'll break off to individual office meetings now.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.